Hello one all, it's maybe The Promised Neverland, chapter 177, Mother. And Isabella, she is 100% dead. There was some debate in the last chapter whether or not, multiple claws to the heart was enough to kill her. I mean, she is that badass, I could have actually seen her surviving this, no problem, but no, she's dead. I've certainly seen a lot of debate in the community about her death. Some people are saying, oh, she should have died during the Rattree clan. That would have given her death more meaning, more purpose, but I don't really feel like that's the case. I feel like the children needed to forgive her and needed to let her know that it was okay for her to live her life, to move on, to come with them before she was dying, or otherwise with the kids trying to give her comfort as she was dying. This way she truly knew that she had been forgiven, that she was loved by the children that she tried to sell as food. Also, the people are complaining, oh, well, where'd this demon come from all of a sudden? I gave a very long rant about where this demon came from last chapter, but just a quick thing. Imagine you're a cattle rancher, you love cattle, you love beef, you love all that. One day you're told, okay, now it is illegal to eat cows, and everyone's working cattle ranch, you're all being arrested by the new queen, who may or may not have killed the old queen. You'd be irked, you'd be upset, you'd want to go out and try to eat as much beef as you can before they come to arrest you. That's basically what this guy is doing. Though I will admit his dialogue with Isabella is like a little bit on the nose, with him saying, you can never become mother. That feels like a weird line for him to say. It means it's very impactful for Isabella for what she's going through right now. For her accepting that she cares about her children, that she's going to keep them safe and all that. But that's the one thing I will admit, just a little iffy right there. Oh, also, I just have to give major props to Isabella for holding back the freaking demon's claw. And this guy's basically like a super soldier compared to her. And she is holding him back with her bare hands by digging her fingers deep into his arm. And even he is shocked by this, like, how is this human stopping me? Love it. I do think it's a little weird that Ray didn't go for the shot, that he's saying, oh, if I shoot now, it'll impact Mom's wounds. It should be very obvious, even to him, that she is definitely dying. Also wonder if he's going to feel some guilt moving forward because he missed the first 2 shots. He failed to kill him. First 3 shots failed to hit him in the center directly to kill him. So that could be interesting if Ray feels guilt about that and not being able to save his mother, essentially. Hard to say. Anyway, then Royal Guards show up and cut his head off. And not gonna lie, I kind of forgot that demons can survive having their heads cut off. So when he starts screaming, dang it, after that happens, I was a little surprised. It also means he's still alive. Could he be a leader of the resistance moving forward, trying to bring an end to Queen Musica's reign, bring back the farms, etc.? I don't know. That's definitely an interesting plot twist for them to take, but hard to say. And thus, Isabella lays dying as all of her children come around her, trying to comfort her, trying to tell her it's going to be okay, trying to tell her to hang in there, and that they're all okay, everyone's alright. And you just gotta love her words. Emma, are you okay? And everyone else, no one is hurt. Her first thought, her first concern is about her children. I love it. And her next one, she apologizes for taking the easy way out, because it would have been so much harder for her to have gone to the human world, to have spent every day feeling the guilt of being around her children, knowing how much she made them suffer and how much horror she had to inflict upon them just so she could keep on living. And as Emma looks at her mother dying, she comes to realize the truth. After she learned about the farm, she came to view Isabella as cold and heartless, and she even hated her. But once they got out, they came to realize that Isabella, she was always kind to them. She was always nice to them. She always showed them love. And that's because she truly did feel that way. She truly did genuinely love her children. I mean, her line way back when, the best way not to suffer anymore is to give up. She didn't say that to be cruel or heartless or to try to make Emma quit. She did it because she knows where Emma's coming from. She went through the same thing. She tried to escape, and when she realized it was impossible and she realized it could not be done, she gave up hope. And the longer that she kept believing she could escape, or she believed it was possible to live a life, the more heartbreaking it was when she realized it wasn't, when she had to finally give up that hope. I do love what Emma says here. You wanted to run away, but you couldn't. Same as Hugo, you were the what-if versions of us. Oh, I love that line. I just truly do. Isabella is what Emma could have become, if she hadn't had Ray and Norm beside her, if she hadn't had the ability, the potential to escape that way. She could have become Isabella, A mother who looked after her kids, who wanted them to live as happy as they could, but knew that there was no way to escape, that they would eventually be sent out as food to feed the demons. Just as Hugo was a what if, after they escaped, their entire family had been wiped out and only one of them survived. That could very easily have been Ray or Norman or Emma. Any one of them who went through that would have ended up like Hugo did. Emma gave a similar argument for good old Petey. She was wondering what would have happened if I had been raised in the Ratchet clan. Would I have grown up like you? Would I have felt like you? Would I have tried to help the children? Or would I have lived life exactly like you did? I really am liking how this series is just exploring different characters, their perspectives, and how their circumstances can really influence who it is they become. And even though they're still angry at her, even though they have a lot of other feelings about what she did to them, it can't be denied that they still love her, and they all declare this as she lays dying. And Isabella, she's actually a little taken back like this. She's a little shocked that they still love her, they still care about her, they still call her mother after all she's put them through. And her opinion changes. Before she says, I guess I'm taking the easy way out. But now she says that she realizes how much she loved. I want to live. I want to live and atone for what I did. Oh, God, so amazing. And then as her sight begins to fade, as she realizes that she can't move anymore, she says a prayer to whatever gods might be above in this world. Please, please, just give me a little more strength. Just once more. Give me the strength to hug my children. Oh, my freaking God. The last of her strength, the last of the strength given to her whatever gods may watch over this world. She's able to embrace her children. She's able to hold them close to her. And she's able to smile. Oh my freaking Lord, that is so perfect. She knows now that no matter what awaits them, no matter how horrific or monstrous the human world will be, they will overcome it. They will defeat it. They will survive. And for her very last action, she calls to Ray, her one true son. I know they're all her kids, but Ray's her biological children, and quite frankly, the one she made suffer the most. She apologized not being able to dote on him for making those 12 years he lived in the farm a life he wanted to curse, a life he hated, a life where he was forced to watch his friends, his family, be shipped out as food time and time again, being powerless to do anything about it. And thus their mother dies, and our final shot is a flashback to her looking after Emma, Ray, and Norman when they were just children. When she was embracing them, and her final words, go have fun. Go live your life. Go be happy. So utterly, utterly perfect of a death for her. I mean, I've been saying for a long time I thought Isabella would die by taking Emma's place, by going with the Promise Keeper to keep him company for eternity. That would be her punishment. That would be her way of making amends, that Emma didn't have to pay the price, that she could go on and live with the rest of her family in the human world. But that does not seem to be the case. That being said, I could see the Promise Keeper snagging Isabella's soul and dragging her to his realm so that she could be his plaything for the rest of eternity, along with Petey. That'd be weird, but I could really see that happening. And we still don't actually know what the promise Emma made to him was, what she offered in return, and that's still going to be a major plot issue, I have to imagine, given that we still don't know what it was. I think definitely interesting, Emma's like, I promised him I would return to him and I would be his playmate for the rest of time. That's what I paid in exchange for you guys to go. And then she gets there and he's like, oh no, don't worry. I grabbed Petey and I grabbed Isabella when you weren't looking. They're more fun than you, so you can just go along and have fun with your family in that human world. I don't know if that's the case. That'd definitely be interesting. So, yeah, Isabella's dead. She sent her children off with a smile, telling them to go live the world, be happy, have fun, and I am hoping they can achieve that. I really don't know what's waiting for them in the world, what they're going to find there, but she knows whatever they encounter, they can overcome it, they can beat it, because after all, they beat her. They beat the entire freaking world that she could not defeat. Please, anything all this down below. What do you think of Isabella's death? Think it was appropriate? Think she should have died with Petey? Do you think she should have died some other way? Show me think of all that down below. Be sure to like, share this video. Until next time.
Peace.